What is up, guys? Zach here, also known as Angry Irishman 86. Got a breakdown today. I finally played the Sicilians. I've had the Sicilians ever since they were released, and I've just not been interested in playing them. They're kind of a trolley type of civilization, and that's not the type of civs I like to play. But anyway, so I've fast forwarded to 8.5 minutes in, so I'm on the way up to feudal age. Scouted my opponent a little bit. He is playing as the Celts, I believe. Yeah, Celts, and I again am the Sicilians. So Sicilians, what do? They get Donjons, which are like really powerful towers that they can also create their unique unit, the Sergeant, from. Um, their other bonuses, they start with 300 stone instead of 200. They build castles 100% faster and town centers, I believe. And they take half the bonus damage from their opponents. So, for example, if I have knights and I get hit by pikemen have a bonus against knights. I don't know what the bonus is off the top of my head. Let's just say normally it's 8. I'm only going to be taking 4 extra damage. So it's very useful. It can be infuriating if you're playing against the Sicilians because you have counter units, but they're not countering. So anyway, let's go ahead and get going. All right, so again, I'm going up to feudal age. I'm thinking scouts. The Sicilians have both good archers and decent cavalry. They do not have paladin, which that's fine. But all right, so this is where the action starts. These Celts, I know to probably expect man-at-arms, and lo and behold, we got militia showing up, and I saw it. Thank goodness. So I already had this almost done, and just in time, I wall the rest of this. So I'm thinking wall this side, so he has to attack from here, and he'll run right into my town center. I make sure to get that wall down just in case. Okay? And I'm building an archery range, so not a whole lot happens right here. I continue walling up here. Let's see. And, okay, so I know he's going to try and attack my gold, so I wall that up. I've got my archery range up already, and I just go ahead and finish walling off my gold. So we know that that's safe, and then I start walling my wood line too. Now, if this is what I'm thinking of, let's see. He gets up to feudal. I'm still chasing these guys. I haven't really scouted what else he's doing, but so right here I'm thinking, okay, what do Celts do? They typically start with the man-at-arms, and then they'll go into archers, or they'll try and get to castle age fast because they have really good siege. So with him seeing that I'm going archers, I'm thinking that's what he's going to try and do, is get up really fast. Okay. There's the man-at-arms. I chase him off with archers. Really not a whole heck of a lot goes on here, so you know what? I'm thinking, I'm walled over here. I'm going to start moving out. I do see that the man-at-arms try and come in. The infantry for Celts moves faster, so he can outrun my archers, which is not typical, and it's frustrating. But, again, I'm walled. Just figure whatever. And I decide to go for a counter attack. Get an archer 2 out here to guard this. He attacks that wall. I'm like, alright, that's fine. It's fine by me. Run into my archers. I don't micro this the best, but let's see. I do take him out. Okay, so he got one archer. It's kind of hard to not lose an archer. when you're going against Celts, because again, they're faster. But I figured I took those initial 5 archers and let's go for a counterattack. Let's go and speed this up. Find this juicy wood line. If I was better at micro, I probably would have gotten 3 or 4 villagers. I think I only end up getting 2. Yep. Okay, and so now what I'm figuring, just be annoying, okay? I forced him to make scouts, and that's good. That's gonna either delay his castle age time, which, let's see, he might already be on the way. Yeah, he is. So it's either gonna delay his castle age time, or he'll get to the castle age the normal time, but he won't really have, he will not have the resources to really build a whole lot of military, which is the case. You know, he doesn't, he's getting a couple of knights, but whatever. I am all at home. This is getting built. Okay, let's go back to my view here. Alright, so I decided to switch into stables. Celts don't have great knights. Sicilians have fully upgraded knights. They don't get paladin, but that's fine. Let's go and speed up. We'll go and put the fog of war back on. Okay, I do make 1 scout just to run around. Scout dies. Okay. So that scout saw that he was making knights. I've got my own knights. And also got a monastery. He's taking that down. I figure I'm fine. Okay, he does surprise me with a few more knights right over here. So, just throw a house behind that. This could have been a problem right here. But, I do have a monk. So, with the monk, what I did here is really important. So, obviously I'm going for conversion, but I tell him to get close first and then start converting. So if he converts from back here and my opponent starts running away, then he's probably not going to get the conversion. Okay, if I get closer, the knight, even though he starts running away, I've still got like 3 or 4 tiles of conversion space, basically. Okay, so let's go ahead and speed this up a little bit here. Not a whole lot going on. I decide to go see what damage I can do. I kill a scout, so I know he knows that I'm coming. Palisade walls do not last against knights. Okay, now here's where the Sicilian bonus really comes in. He does have pikemen, but they just got shredded. Shredded. I mean, he only had 3, and I've got, what, 9 knights, so I would have won that either way. But look at my knights. They're not missing much HP at all. This one's missing 24. Okay, so I'm just running these guys around. I know he doesn't have quite enough pikemen to fend me off, even though he's got good pikemen because he's the Celts. So I just leave these guys here, kind of pull a Joe Biden. I just leave them to die, but figure, you know, they'll do enough damage. Okay. And I don't even care about fighting underneath town centers. Just whatever. This is so much of a pain for him. And I'm sitting pretty at home. You know. You got 3 town centers pumping out vills. I still have archers. I do decide at one point to, since I saw the pikemen, like, I better get crossbow. So I get crossbow. I clicked back here and I was really surprised. I still had knights just running around, just being such a pain in the ass. And I've been in his position before where you just got these knights running around and there's not a whole lot you can do. And they're just being a pain. Like, you're going to clean them up, but the amount of damage that was done. Like, if you looked at my score before that raid, we're probably pretty close to even. Now I'm 600 points ahead, and it's just going to keep going up and up and up. Okay? So that's one way I took advantage of the Sicilian bonus. Okay. I do try to raid over here because I saw that there was a hole. I waited probably too long for extra knights. Get housed, hate that noise. And he had walled. Okay. Try to get in. I do open that and I figure, you know, maybe at some point, if that's open, I can just send some guys in, even though I didn't go in. Okay. Alright, so here's an important thing when you're ahead, guys. Start picking up relics. Okay, I already had the monastery. No harm to go get relics. Okay, just get that extra gold income. As you can see, I'm struggling with gold right now. So, all right. Next way that I take advantage of the Sicilian bonus. Okay, faster building castles. So normally I'd have to send about 12 villagers to, 12 villagers to get this up this fast. Look how fast that castle is coming up with 6. It's ridiculous. And that's another reason they're kind of a trolly civ. Because I could send half the villagers to castle drop someone like this. And they can't do anything about it. So, and then you take a look at that score. Scores jumped up even more. I thought maybe that meant he was on the way to Imperial Age, but he was not. So let's go and speed this up. Alright, here we go again with, he's got a bunch of pikemen. That's probably still too much for me to take on with 9 knights, even though that Sicilian bonus is there. I did want to like try and start pushing in. I see this castle though, so this this battering ram just ends up coming around the back. Yeah, let's go and speed this up. At this point, you see a castle. You know what am I gonna do? Am I just gonna send ram after ram after ram? No, so I go to imp. Okay. So going up there. In the meantime, I know that he's defending here. Okay, so why not utilize what I have up here? He's not going to be able to do anything to my castle. Okay, so I have this military. I don't want to lose it all, but I also don't want to just sit around and let him, you know, come up with maybe some crazy siege thing that the damn Celts will do. Okay, I knew that he was trying to build a TC there, so I just looped these around and I started going for this. So let's go and speed this up. Speed it up some more. Okay, I'm at imp. And I'm thinking he's thinking that to watch out for the attack from here. So I just jump on him over here. Okay, unfortunately, he did have a castle coming up. It's not the best spot for a castle, but he's kind of desperate at this point. I see that it's coming up. There's no point in going in. I did figure that, you know, let the battering rams try and at least ram down a town center. And I saw this too late to save these, but well, I think I ended up getting this TC. Yeah, because he was focusing over here. And boom. Okay, now I've got trebuchets coming out. I mean, this game's over right here. You know, he does have the better siege, so I know I've got to keep pushing. But what's he gonna do? Right here, I've got Cavalier in. I do think he gets Halberdier, but I'm taking down another town center. He still can't push. Like, a Mangonel dies so fast to a castle. If he moves any closer to take these out, that Mangonel's gone. And I don't really care too much about the archers at this point. And so, yeah, right here, I just jump on it. Again, take advantage of the bonus I have. I think he got held just too late, yeah, and then he calls the GG. So, yeah, interesting civilization. I don't really like them just because people do the stupid Donjon rush where they're just throwing big ass towers in your face, and these towers can create units, which is a little ridiculous to me. But other than that, you know, it is a fun civilization to play. It is interesting to be able to just jump on on pikemen when you have knights, and pikemen are supposed to counter them, but they don't counter them nearly as hard. So I might play with them a little bit more just to see how effective that can be. And maybe I'll end up liking them more. I don't like the trolling stuff, but it's part of the game, you know. So, all right, guys. Hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll try and send out some more videos. But being back in school, you know, it's don't quite have the time. So, if you could give this video a like, share it wherever you want to, and leave a comment below. I really appreciate it.